Monopoly, Super Smash Bros., Football, Fortnite, and Warzone. All games that will surely go down in history as great. These are defined and almost universally agreed upon in their respective communities as top of their tier and easy enough to learn. But what makes these games so great? Other than Fortnite and Warzone, there is very little similarity between them. Yet everyone knows of these games even if you've never seen a match or played one either. So I ask again, what makes these games, and for that matter, any game, great? Without going into too much detail, the concept for this video came to me as I was thinking about why, even though I don't enjoy Warzone, I still miss playing it. The reasons I stopped playing are pretty much never-ending. Cheaters, unbalanced guns, lack of new content, no community involvement with the development team, visibility issues, the list goes on and on, yet I still watch YouTube videos and streams and want to play. So I started to wonder, what makes this game so good? I compared it to Valorant, previous Call of Duties, Halo, Fortnite. I compared it to Super Smash Bros., Monopoly, Risk, Yahtzee. I compared it to poker and blackjack. Then, I compared it to basketball, hockey, baseball, and football. What do all of these games have in common, and what causes the fans of these games to come back each and every year? Randomness. Now, if you're like me, you're probably thinking, what? Randomness has no place in competitive sports. Even if there is the slightest degree of randomness, then it compromises the competitive integrity of the sport. And of course, that's kinda true. However, if we look at more traditional sports like baseball, basketball, hockey, and football, you will see that luck or randomness plays a giant role in determining the champion. Take basketball and football, for example. In the basketball playoffs, the first team to 5 wins the series, whereas for football playoffs, it is single elimination. This means that the winner of the Super Bowl is much more random than that of the NBA championship. Now, of course, much more goes into determining if a team wins any game from luck or skill, but both of these sports can be won with 1 or 2 players. Example, Tom Brady and LeBron James. However, the more opportunities for skill to triumph over luck, the less times you're likely to lose the Super Bowl. Luck is extremely important in sports and games, especially competitive ones. But there needs to be a very specific amount, which is why I believe that it is extremely difficult to create the perfect video game, because it is very challenging to replicate the randomness that occurs in the real world. Even an algorithm that mimics randomness does just that, mimics. It's not actually random. It's just so pointlessly complex that it simulates randomness. But how much randomness is the perfect amount of randomness? Well, it depends on the game. Monopoly, blackjack, and poker are all games based on randomness that involve a varying level of skill. Hockey, basketball, and football are all games based on skill that involve a varying level of luck. I think the most important component of randomness is real-world randomness. Whether it's rolling a die in Monopoly, shuffling a deck in poker, or a baseball, hitting the ground at such a specific point as to completely change directions, these are all real-world acts of randomness. And in video games, we so often try to add randomness where it doesn't even deserve to be. Take Bloom, for example. In CSGO, Valorant, and Fortnite exists a concept called bloom when shooting. This means that the bullets fly in directions that you cannot control. It is forced randomness. Now, in these games, they have added ways to bring a little more integrity to shooting. For example, in Fortnite, you have the first shot accuracy. In Valorant, you have a pattern for the first few bullets. And I believe the same is true for CSGO. In my opinion, this is the worst implementation of randomness in a competitive video game. And that's why I believe battle royales have risen to the level of popularity that they are at. Why they will continue to be played and why they will eventually be at the top of the esports world. The safe zone of play expertly mimics the randomness of the real world. Much like a roll of the dice, a hockey puck hitting the ice, and the shuffling of a deck, the zone in a battle royale adds a layer of real-world randomness that adds to the game instead of taking something away. Now, I don't think battle royales are perfect by any stretch of the word, but they are definitely closest to a real-world sport when thinking about this key secret ingredient, randomness. Will they be the esport to truly ascend gaming into the world of professional sports? Well, that is too difficult a question to answer. But if not, then they are definitely a very important stepping stone into creating the perfect video game. Let me know in the comments what you think, whether you agree or if you think I'm just talking because I like to hear my own voice. Guys, if you liked the video, like the video. If you loved the video, subscribe down below. If you see me streaming, come in and say hi, ask me a question about this video or anything else that's on your mind. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Planted.
Nice.
That was fun.